Today on the Sales Life podcast, when someone tells you to just be you, they give you that advice, just be you. How do you be yourself if you don't know or like yourself? All right, TSL, let's get it. Welcome back to another episode of the Sales Life. In the Sales Life, I created the channel. That is my name, Marsh Buice. The U is silent. I don't know how they got Buice out of Buice. It looks like Buice. But I created the Sales Life to simply sell you on you. Because, see, you don't get in life what you deserve. You get in life what you negotiate. And when you walk around with a deserving mindset, what happens when life kicks you in the nuts? When you get run over in life? Well, if you have a deserving mindset, what do? Oh, well, I guess it's not meant to be. But if you get in life what you negotiate, well, that's a game changer. Because how you negotiate depends on how you use the 8 C's. In every single episode, we talk, you already have access to the competitive advantages. It's the skills that we learn in the profession to become top producers in the profession so you can be a top producer in life. And those 8 C's that you already have access to, you don't have to get them from anybody. You don't have to pray for them. You already have access to them. You just haven't yet ignited them. Those 8 C's are communication, connection, curiosity, creativity, consistency, continuous learning, being coachable, and being able to handle the criticism. Because I say sales is life, life is sales. Ta-da! That's why we call it the Sales Life. And let me let my dog out because he's losing his mind. Now we could be alone. Look, if you haven't yet watched the masterclass or gotten masterclass, you should check it out. And recently, man, I watched the masterclass with the legendary comedian Steve Martin. And Steve Martin said there was a time that one time he was actually on a plane and he was talking to a young actress. And the actress told him, she said, Mr. Martin, I don't know how I'm supposed to show up on these auditions. And so these auditions that I show up on, I don't know if I'm supposed to be warm and bubbly. I don't know if I'm supposed to be upbeat. Good morning, Andrew. What's happening? She said, I don't know how I'm supposed to be. So Steve Martin told her what everybody says. When anybody needs advice, what do they say? Just go in there and be yourself. But how do you be yourself if you don't know and like yourself? And Steve Martin said that never really, after all these years, man, he said, I've thought about that. And if I had to do it over again, I would instead tell her, who do you choose to be? See, every day, dude, you have a choice to make. You can show up as the person that you've always been for decades. Or you can choose to be someone different. It's your choice. So what's wonderful about it, man? You have the power of choice. And right now, dude, you can play to the image that you want to be. You can. So who do you choose to be? Who do you want? What version of you do you want to manifest in your life? What version of you? Do you want to be the version that is rich, influential, impactful, fit, married, not in a toxic relationship? sober? You want to be that person? Then you need to choose to be that person and play to that person. You got to ask yourself, man, who do I choose to be? Then let me tell you something. It's not going to be easy. Because change is super, super hard. Because, see, you have to understand you have layers and layers of choices that you've made over the years that have gotten hardened. And so you have this exterior of a shell that it seems like anytime you try to change something, it pings back, right? Boom, boom. And you hold up and you're like, oh my God, why aren't things changing? Because there's no doubt that you want to change. But you discounted the fact of how hard it was going to be. And so change is hard. And so when you decide that you're going to play to the image that you want to be and see, not what others expect you to be, who do you choose to be? It's all that matters. Then you've got to fight through these tough exteriors. So initially, man, your ROE, your return on effort is going to be super, super low. It's going to be low. Because you're going to give more effort and see fewer results. You're not going to see them. And this is where people turn back. This is where people in sales, they had no idea how costly, how expensive it is to be in sales, because they felt like that they can give an effort and get an equal or greater return. No. As you're going in your sales life, your result on effort is going to be super, super low. As you play to who you choose to be, your result on effort is going to be low. Because what you're doing is you're building momentum. See, you've already built momentum. You just didn't realize it. It's what I call unconscious momentum. And what unconscious momentum is, that's your natural default. That's your things that you do without even thinking. It's the choices that you make. It's the toxic thinking that you have. It's the relationships that you keep. It's your power in your first reach and the things that you do, the speech that you make, anything, all of those things. See, you've been building the momentum. You have no momentum building problem at all. You're good at that. It's just unconscious. And now what we've got to be is you've got to build that strategic momentum. And the way that you do that is, number one, who do you choose to be? And number two is you play to that image. You're committed. You're focused. And this is why change is so hard. Because when you do things without even thinking about it, that's easy, right? This is why, like, you'll hear people say, man, I decided to get my life turned around and all of a sudden I'm getting picked on in life. You're not getting picked on in life. It's just you were doing things unconsciously, so you weren't even thinking about it. But when you begin to change and you go to a whole different level, you change those wine skins to pour in new wine. Old wine skins can't handle it. They burst. And it's the same thing for you, man. So when you go to initiate the change and you feel like, oh my God, life's picking on. I mean, just when I'm starting to get my life put together, it's just you're awake now. You're bringing in an awareness, and you've got that consciousness that you're building. You just have to keep in mind, man, that you've got to show up every single day and build that new strategic momentum. See, you're going to reach this tipping point in life. You are. And so if you continue to come back at it and you're playing to the image that you want to be and see, doing that and building that momentum, it's going to rise up and then it's going to spill over. That's what I had to do with my weight loss. I had to play to the image of being a fit person, 60, 70 pounds overweight. I had to play to that image. Who do I choose to be? Someone who's fit, someone who could take off their shirt right now. Even though I wasn't seeing the results, I kept giving the effort. Oh my God, it's not happening. Who do you choose to be? Who do you choose to be? Who do you choose to be? And you got to play to that every single day and build that momentum. And it's going to reach that tipping point. It took me 4 months before I saw the results. And then it's going to reach that tipping point where all of a sudden the results cascade over. And your results on effort, dude, it's like some days, literally, you just flick your finger and you get massive results. But it took a lot of effort to get to that. And once you get the momentum, you keep building the momentum. You got to feed the machine every single day. You never let up. Because every day you're playing to become a top producer, someone who's fit, a better father, a better parent, someone who's sober. You got to play that every single day, and you have to evolve that every single day. This is why you got to act, think, feel. This is super, super important for you. ATF, act, think, feel. See, action comes first. Feelings are always last. Because, see, you won't always feel like a success, but you can sure as hell act like it. So today, I don't want you to just be you. You don't like that version of you anyway. So don't just be you today. Instead, be who you choose to be. Remember, the greatest sale that you will ever make is to sell you on you. Be sure, I got to hit the like and subscribe and share and comment, man. Leave your comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And also subscribe, man, so that way you can be alerted on future episodes. Stay amazing. Have a wonderful day.